So now we need to put in these equations. The first one is big, and then they're not too bad after that. But I do want to show you the other way to enter this formula. All you have to do is go equal sign. Well, I'll just double click it here. That you could, if you don't want to click on this thing and go find the formula and it gives you the little box, you could just do equals PO B4 comma B5 comma B6 comma.
And that's a shortcut you say we shouldn't use.
You can. I mean, there's no. I mean, if you prefer that, it's fine. That's a shortcut you can use.
Because of the program that we did, that knows what that is.
Yes. And if you put it in, it'll be obvious if it doesn't know it. Now, here's the thing you need to realize is that every time you do one of these, well, if you want to do like a homework problem that uses the PO, you're going to have to type over the stuff in this sheet or redo the Visual Basic formula in a new worksheet. It's not going to be in your Excel forever. It's only in this one worksheet because Excel won't let you do that because it can blow up your whole computer. Macros, because if you type in a macro wrong and it spirals out of control, it'll lock up your whole computer. It can fry it. Not so much. I mean, there's stuff to stop that now, but it's dangerous. So you have to re-enter it. So if you open up a new worksheet to do homework and it's not there, that's why. But now you guys know how to enter it in about 30 seconds, so it's not that big a deal. Or you can just re-enter the stuff into this workbook.
And all we have to do for that is just go back to the FX and just put the lambda and all that stuff back in. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
When you record a macro for Excel, is it essentially just writing that code for you?
Yes. In a way, yes. Yeah. Macros are great, but they're everything has to be in the exact same place to go get the data. And I've used them, but it's pretty rare because it takes so much discipline in having all your data in just the same places. Okay.
Dr. Hill,
Yes.
can you just say clarify that the PO, it's a P0, right? Not a PO.
That's right. It's a P sub 0. In the book, it's P sub 0. Okay, so we're going to do equation 1112 now. So we have, well, let's look at what we have so we can actually make some sense of this. We have the number of channels. This is the big difference from the other day when we did Burger Dome. When we say number of channels, that's how many lines you have. So once again, picture yourself at Walmart checking out, or picture yourself at McDonald's. Instead of there being one line, which we had the other day, now we have 2 channels or 2 lines. Okay, if you're doing a telephony system on people answering the phone, you know, how many operators do you need at your credit card company? Each person is another channel. So we have the arrival rate of 0.75, a service rate of 1, and 2 channels. That's what makes this complicated. That's why you need calculus. All right, so let's move on to equation 1112, average number of customers waiting in line. So we're doing equation 1112, which is also a monster, but we'll enter it in. Equals triple open. B5 divided by B6, close to the power of B4 times B5 times B6, close divided by open, factorial, fact, open, B4 minus 1, close, times open, B4 times B6 minus B5, close to the power of 2, double close, times B11. Ooh, we made it onto the second row. That may be the longest one of the year. Okay, let's hit enter, 0.122727. Anybody need me to reopen it?
Do we have to remember that formula for the exam?
Yes. It's a take home. You got it. That would be mean, though. That would be really cruel to have you guys memorize that one. And of course, the reason we do this after PO is because the very last thing in the whole equation is the times B11 is the times the PO. So the average number of customers waiting in line is less than 0.1 customers waiting in line. That's pretty good. Okay, the average number of customers in the system, we're going to 1113. This is short, equals B12 plus B5 divided by B6. And I messed that up big time. B12 plus B5 divided by B6. Okay. We got it? So the average number of customers in the system is 0.87, so a little less than 1. The average time a customer spends waiting in line equals B12 divided by B5. B12 divided by B5. So the average time you spend waiting in line is 0.16 minutes. So if I said how many seconds is that, what would you do?
Divided by 60.
0.16, you'd multiply it by 60. And I'd give you your seconds. It's a good try, though. Average time customer spends in the system equals B14 plus 1 divided by B6. It could just be B14 though, huh? Plus 1 divided by 1. B14 plus 1, of course. Average time customer spends in the system, 1.16. 1 minute, 1.16 minutes. And the probability of arriving, an arriving customer has to wait, PW, this is a long one, equals, if anybody's having trouble, let me know. Okay. Open 1 divided by factorial, open B4, double close, times open B5, divided by B6, close, to the power of B4, times open B4 times B6 divided by open B4 times B6. Gotta find my place again here. Times B6 minus B5 double close times B11. That was a lot. I hope I got that right. Yeah, we got it. Everybody with me? That was equation 1116, which you can see is also a bit of a monster on page 508. We good? You okay, Will?
Yep.
All right. All right, now we're going to move on to what we usually do, or probability of a certain number of customers in the system. So we want to drag these. So we'll first enter in the numbers. And I'll put the equations here so you guys can have them if you want them. Are we ready to put in the equations? Okay, so we're using equation 1117 here. So that's the probability that we have 0 people in the system. So we're going to drag this, so pay attention for dollar signs. Equals, triple open, B $5 divided by B $6. Close to the power of B18. Okay. Close. Divided by factorial. Open B18. Double close. Times B $11. Got it? 0.45454545. Probability of end customers in the system. And this should always be the same as equation 1111, because what's 1111 from row 11? Probability that no customers are in the system is the same as probability that n customers in the system are if n equals 0. So they're saying the same thing. So this number should always match this one. If it doesn't, you have a mistake somewhere, and it's probably in the lower one. Because this one, you know, if you did the PO equation, there's not a lot of room for error. All right, now we're going to drag this down for these 4.
Can you put on the equation again for C18? Alright, so thank you.
Sure. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to drag this down one more to give me a head start, but it's not going to be the right answer. Okay, so then I'm going to click on it, and I'm going to play with it a little to turn it into equation 1118. So the B5, the parentheses, the B5 divided by B6 is all correct. To the power of B23 is correct. Factorial B23 is wrong. We want it to be B4. So change the 23 to a 4. Okay. Times, and then you want, this is where we change it again. The B $11. Make sure this is right. Because I'm going to go all the way back to here. So get to here, factorial B4. Make sure everything's the same. We're all there? All right, you guys are getting quick. It's throwing me off. Okay, B4 times B4 again. To the power of, open, B23 minus B4, triple close, times B $11. We don't really need the dollar sign there, but I put it anyway. We're not dragging this anywhere. We got it? Oh, I messed up. Okay, let me find my mistake.
Did you add
You only need 2 parentheses.
You got an extra parentheses. After before the second line.
Backspace, right.
Just hit backspace. Yeah.
I see what you're saying, but it's not what I have on my other sheet, so I want to make sure I didn't make a mistake somewhere else.
What's the right answer?
Just a second, I'll get it for you. Let me make sure the answer matches. 0.43. Because I had the triple parentheses on the other one. Yeah, no, that's not. This is not the right answer. Let me cross-check it with my other equation here again. Okay, triple open, B, $5 divided by B, $6 to the power of B23, close, divided by, oh, there needs to be a parentheses right here in front of factorial. And then another parentheses back here. Let me confirm that that's the right answer. Yes, it is. I'll open it again for you. All right, sorry about that. Guys with me?
Yep.
All right, let's finish this one off. We have the average number of units in the system, which is going to be we only have short equations left, which I know you guys are happy about.